stop what you're doing right now. Whether you're a senior watching this yourself, or you're someone who deeply loves and cares for an aging parent, grandparent, or spouse, what I'm about to share with you could literally be the difference between life and death. I need you to think about something for a moment. Have you or someone you love ever felt dizzy after using the bathroom? Maybe you've brushed it off as just getting older, or maybe you've thought, oh, that happens to everyone sometimes. But what if I told you that this simple, everyday moment could be a warning sign that stroke risk has just increased by 300%? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. Because right now, as we speak, millions of seniors are unknowingly performing 5 specific bathroom habits that are silently, quietly, and dangerously increasing their risk of stroke. And the tragedy is, almost no one talks about this. You see, if you're a senior watching this, you deserve so much more than just accepting that things go wrong as you get older. You deserve to know the truth about how simple, everyday bathroom habits might be putting your life at risk. This isn't about fear, this is about giving you the knowledge that could add not just years to your life, but healthy, vibrant, independent years to your life. And if you're here because you're caring for someone you love, maybe it's your mom who raised you, your dad who taught you everything you know, or your spouse who's been by your side for decades, then this information gives you something precious, the power to protect them from strokes that are completely preventable. These aren't dramatic, obvious health emergencies that send people rushing to hospitals. These are quiet, private, everyday routines that happen behind closed bathroom doors. Routines that seem so normal, so harmless, that families never think to discuss them. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 specific bathroom habits that millions of seniors do every single day without having any idea of the danger they're creating. Some of these habits will shock you. Like how the way you sit on the toilet could be spiking your blood pressure to dangerous levels. But here's what I need you to do. You need to stay with me until the very end, because habit number 5 is something that even doctors often miss. Before we dive in, I need to know you're really here with me. If you're a senior who's committed to staying healthy and independent for as long as possible, or if you're a family member who would do anything to protect the people you love most, I want you to comment "Protecting Family" below. And if you've never subscribed to Elderly Health Central before, hit that subscribe button right now. Because every person deserves to age with grace, health, and peace of mind. Habit number 1, straining during bowel movements, the silent pressure bomb. Let's dive right into the first habit that's putting millions of seniors at risk every single day. I want you to meet Harold. Harold is 71 years old, and for the past few years, he's been dealing with constipation. Harold thought this was just part of getting older. So every morning, like clockwork, Harold would sit on that toilet and push. He'd hold his breath, bear down with all his might, strain until his face turned red. His daughter Sarah started noticing something. Every time Harold came out of the bathroom, he looked flushed, tired, sometimes even disoriented. Sarah would say, "Dad, are you okay? You look like you just ran a marathon." Harold would brush it off. "It's nothing, sweetheart. Just getting old." But it wasn't nothing. Because one Tuesday morning, Harold did his usual routine. He sat down, held his breath, pushed with everything he had, and then he collapsed. Right there on the bathroom floor. Sarah found him unconscious, and the paramedics told her that Harold had suffered a hemorrhagic stroke, a blood vessel in his brain had literally burst from the pressure. When you strain during a bowel movement, you're doing something doctors call a Valsalva maneuver. You're holding your breath and bearing down, which creates enormous pressure inside your chest and abdomen. This can spike your blood pressure by 40, 50, even 60 points instantly. If your blood pressure is normally 130/80, straining can shoot it up to 180 or 190/120. That's stroke territory. For seniors, especially those already taking blood pressure medication or those with weaker blood vessels from age, this creates the perfect storm for stroke. Every single time you strain, you're playing Russian roulette with your brain. Many seniors think, "I've been doing this for years, and I'm fine." Family members often say, "Dad's always been stubborn about his bathroom time." But constipation that requires regular straining is not normal aging, it's a red flag that needs addressing before it becomes life-threatening. If you're a senior dealing with this, talk to your doctor immediately. Get a footstool. When you elevate your knees above your hips while sitting on the toilet, it reduces strain by 30%. Add fiber gradually, drink more water, and ask about gentle stool softeners. Family members, pay attention if your loved one spends long periods in the bathroom looking flushed or tired afterward. These signs aren't just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. But the danger doesn't end when you finish. What happens when you stand up can be just as deadly. Habit number 2, standing up too quickly. The dizzy spell danger zone. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria is 68 years old and has always prided herself on being independent. When Maria used the bathroom, she did what she'd always done, finished her business and stood up quickly to get on with her day. One Tuesday morning, Maria stood up just like always. But this time, the room started spinning. The walls seemed to be moving. Before she could think about what was happening, she crashed face first into the bathroom vanity. Her son found her 20 minutes later, unconscious with blood pooling around her head. She needed 12 stitches and had a concussion. What happened to Maria happens to thousands of seniors every day. When you stand up too quickly, your blood pressure can drop suddenly and dramatically. Doctors call this orthostatic hypotension. When you're sitting, blood pools in your legs. When you stand up quickly, your heart and blood vessels have to work fast to get that blood back up to your brain. In young people, this works perfectly. But as we age, especially if we're taking blood pressure medications, this system starts to fail. You get a double whammy. The medication is already lowering your blood pressure, and standing up quickly drops it even further. Your brain gets starved of oxygen, and that can trigger mini strokes, small bits of brain damage that add up over time. Most seniors think this is normal. They think, "Oh, I just stood up too fast." Happens to everyone. Family members dismiss it too, "Mom's always been a little unsteady." No. These dizzy spells are not harmless. They're your cardiovascular system waving a red flag and saying, "Help me. I'm failing." Every episode increases stroke risk. If you're a senior, learn the 30-second rule. Before you stand up from the toilet, sit there for 30 seconds. Count to 30. Then stand up slowly, making sure you have something stable to hold on to. I know it feels like moving in slow motion, but you know what's really acting old? Having a stroke because you were too hurried to stand up safely. Family members, install grab bars in the bathroom and ensure good lighting. If you notice frequent dizzy spells, document when they happen and discuss with their doctor. These aren't just inconvenient episodes, they're warning signs of something serious. Standing up too quickly is risky, but spending too much time sitting creates an entirely different danger. Habit number 3, extended bathroom sitting, the blood clot factory. Meet Robert. Robert is 75 years old and has a routine. Every morning, Robert gets his coffee, grabs his newspaper, and heads to the bathroom for what he calls his thinking time. He'll sit there for 20, 30, sometimes 45 minutes, reading, doing crosswords, just taking his time. His wife Betty used to joke, Robert's moved his office into the bathroom. It seemed so harmless, so innocent. What Betty didn't know was that Robert was unknowingly creating perfect conditions for blood clots to form in his legs, clots that could break free and travel straight to his brain. When you sit for extended periods, especially on a toilet seat, you're compressing blood vessels in your legs. The toilet seat creates pressure points right where your major blood vessels run. It's like putting a tourniquet around your leg, except you're doing it slowly, gradually, without realizing it. Your blood starts to slow down, get sluggish. When blood moves slowly, especially in seniors whose circulation might already be compromised, it can start to clot. These clots form quietly, without symptoms or warning signs. Then one day, you stand up, the clot breaks free, and travels through your bloodstream like a missile aimed at your brain. When it gets there and blocks a blood vessel, you have an embolic stroke. I know what you're thinking, but I need that time. Sometimes it just takes a while. Digestive issues are real, especially as we age. But every minute you spend sitting on that toilet seat is a minute that your blood is slowing down, pooling, and potentially forming clots. The danger is especially high if you're taking blood-thinning medications, have circulation problems, heart issues, or aren't as active as you used to be. Families often encourage this behavior without realizing the danger. They think, "Dad needs his quiet time. What's the harm in letting him read in there?" The harm is that every minute of prolonged sitting increases clot risk. You're trading convenience for a potentially deadly game of chance. If you're a senior, set a timer. Give yourself 5 to 7 minutes maximum. If you can't finish, get up, walk around, let your blood circulate, and try again later. Leave the reading material and phone outside. The bathroom is not an office or library. Family members, gently discourage bringing entertainment into the bathroom. If someone regularly needs longer than 10 minutes, that signals a medical issue needing professional evaluation, not more reading time. But when bathroom trips become too frequent, especially at night, that creates its own deadly problems. Habit number 4, frequent nighttime bathroom trips, the sleep-destroying stroke risk. Every night, Dorothy goes through the same exhausting routine. Dorothy is 72, and she gets up 4, 5, sometimes 6 times every single night to urinate. She's tired all the time, stumbling through the dark, her blood pressure spiking with each awakening. Her daughter Lisa noticed that Mom seems confused during the day, forgetting things, always exhausted. But Lisa attributed it to normal aging. What nobody realized was that Dorothy's nightly bathroom marathon was systematically destroying her cardiovascular health and dramatically increasing her stroke risk. Every time you wake up and get out of bed, your blood pressure spikes. Your heart rate increases. Your cardiovascular system has to shift from sleep mode to wake mode, then back again, over and over. This constant cycling is incredibly stressful on your heart and blood vessels. It's like revving a car engine repeatedly. Eventually, something breaks. The sleep deprivation from frequent awakenings directly increases stroke risk by 15 to 20%. Poor sleep quality damages blood vessels, increases inflammation, and makes blood more likely to clot. When you're not getting deep, restorative sleep, your body can't repair daily damage. Stumbling around in the dark, half asleep, dramatically increases fall risk. Falls in seniors don't just cause broken bones, they can cause strokes from head trauma and blood clots from immobility. Many think, getting up at night is just part of getting older. What can you do? But frequent nighttime urination is not normal aging you just accept. It's often a sign of serious underlying conditions. Heart failure, diabetes, prostate problems, medication side effects. These are treatable conditions. Many families focus on wrong things. They put night lights in hallways, clear paths to bathrooms, ensure walkers are nearby. These are good safety measures, but they're treating symptoms, not causes. They're making it safer to get up multiple times instead of asking why someone needs to get up multiple times. If you're a senior dealing with this, track nighttime bathroom trips for 1 week. Write down how many times, what time, how much you urinate. Take this to your doctor. Limit fluids 3 hours before bedtime but don't become dehydrated. Review medications, some cause frequent urination, and timing matters. Family members, pay attention to patterns. Is this new? Getting worse? Help track episodes and arrange medical evaluation. The goal isn't managing symptoms, it's identifying and treating underlying causes. Frequent nighttime urination can be the first sign of heart, kidney, or diabetes complications. Treating these can improve sleep, quality of life, and prevent strokes. Now we come to the most dangerous habit of all, too embarrassing to discuss but too important to ignore. Habit number 5, hiding bathroom control issues, the silent stroke warning. Meet James. James is 69, a proud former Army officer who's always solved his own problems. When James started having what he called little accidents, he was deeply embarrassed. It started small, just a little leakage, maybe a small stain he hoped nobody would notice. Gradually, it got worse. Sometimes he wouldn't make it to the bathroom in time. Sometimes he'd have accidents during the night. James started doing his own laundry, avoiding social situations, hiding evidence from his wife of 45 years. His family noticed changes. He seemed withdrawn, depressed, antisocial. He stopped his weekly poker game, made excuses not to visit grandkids. When his wife asked, he'd just say he was tired or getting old. What James didn't know was that these accidents were early warning signs of neurological damage that could lead to major stroke. James was experiencing incontinence, and when it happens suddenly in seniors, it's often the first sign something is seriously wrong in the brain. The connection between your brain and bladder and bowel control is incredibly strong. Areas of your brain controlling these functions are the same areas affected by mini-strokes, blood clots, and other cerebrovascular problems. When you start having sudden changes in bathroom control, changes happening over weeks or months, not gradual changes over years, it can be your brain telling you that blood vessels are being damaged, that small strokes are happening. The tragedy is most seniors are too embarrassed to talk about this, and families assume it's normal aging. They buy adult diapers, set up management systems, and never investigate what's causing it. Meanwhile, every day without medical evaluation is a day that potentially treatable neurological damage worsens, stroke risk increases, and opportunities to prevent major strokes are lost. Seniors think this is humiliating, that they should handle it themselves, that admitting these problems makes them less of a person. Families, trying to be supportive, focus on practical solutions instead of medical investigation. James eventually told his wife about accidents when he had a major episode at his grandson's birthday party. By then, imaging studies showed he'd already had several small strokes nobody noticed. They caught it in time to prevent a major stroke, but James had already lost cognitive function he'll never recover. If you're a senior dealing with sudden changes in bathroom control, hear me. You are not less of a person because your body is having problems. You are not weak or shameful. You deserve medical care and support. Seeking help shows wisdom and courage, not weakness. Any sudden change in bathroom control warrants immediate medical evaluation. Don't wait, don't try managing alone, don't hope it goes away. Every day you wait is a day potential stroke damage accumulates. Family members, create safe spaces for these conversations. Ask directly but lovingly about bathroom difficulties. Make clear there's no shame or judgment. Emphasize that seeking help shows wisdom, not weakness. Whether you're experiencing these habits or watching for them in someone you love, what happens next could be the most important decision you ever make. Take a deep breath with me. I know what we've discussed might feel overwhelming. Whether you're a senior yourself or someone who loves a senior deeply, you might be feeling many emotions right now. If you're a senior, some of these habits might hit very close to home. Maybe you recognized yourself in Harold's story, straining every morning thinking it was just aging. Maybe you saw yourself in Maria, standing quickly because you've always been independent. Maybe you identified with James, dealing with embarrassing changes you've been hiding. If that's you, it's completely normal to feel scared right now. It's difficult to confront that everyday routines could be putting your life at risk. You might be thinking, how could something so simple be so dangerous? You might feel frustrated that your body is changing in unexpected ways. If you're a family member, you might feel worried about someone you love with all your heart. Maybe you're realizing you've seen these warning signs but didn't know what they meant. You might even feel guilty, thinking, how did I miss this? How didn't I know Mom's dizzy spells were dangerous? Stop feeling guilty. Guilt doesn't help anyone. Almost nobody knows this information. Doctors don't always explain these connections. Families don't discuss bathroom habits because they're private and embarrassing. You're not a bad family member because you didn't know something rarely discussed. Here's what I need both seniors and families to understand: knowledge is power. The information you have right now is life-saving. You now know things that could prevent strokes, save lives, add healthy years to someone you care about. Seniors, you have incredible power right now. You can make simple changes that could add years to your life. You can have conversations with your family that could prevent medical emergencies. You can see your doctor about issues you might have been ignoring. Family members, you now have precious knowledge about warning signs to watch for. Approach this with loving awareness, not fearful hovering. You're looking to support them, help them stay safe, be their advocate when needed. Whether you're having this conversation with yourself or someone you love, approach it with deep, genuine compassion. This isn't about pointing fingers or assigning blame. Seniors, please be honest with your family about any bathroom difficulties. I know it's embarrassing and private, but the people who love you want to help, not judge. They want you safe and healthy for as long as possible. Family members, bring up these topics with gentle concern, not alarm. Make it about love and support, not fear and worry. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is simply start the conversation. Aging doesn't have to mean accepting preventable risks. Every day is a new opportunity to make choices that protect brain health, support independence, improve quality of life. The 5 habits we've discussed. Every single one is preventable, manageable, an opportunity to make positive changes that could literally save a life. You're not powerless against aging or stroke risk. You're informed, aware, and capable of making changes that matter. Before we finish, let me make sure you walk away with the most important information crystal clear. Let's recap those 5 critical bathroom habits silently increasing stroke risk for millions of seniors right now. First, straining during bowel movements. Remember Harold, who collapsed from the pressure spikes that can literally burst brain blood vessels. If you're dealing with constipation requiring straining, address it immediately with your doctor. Second, standing up too quickly. Maria's dizzy spell danger zone. When you stand too quickly, blood pressure drops suddenly, potentially triggering mini-strokes. Remember the 30-second rule: pause, count to 30, then stand slowly. Third, extended bathroom sitting, Robert's blood clot factory. Prolonged sitting creates perfect conditions for dangerous clots that could travel to your brain. Limit bathroom time to 5 to 7 minutes maximum. Fourth, frequent nighttime bathroom trips. Dorothy's nightly marathon that systematically damaged her health. If you're getting up multiple times nightly, track it and see your doctor. This often signals treatable medical conditions. Fifth, hiding bathroom control issues. James's silent stroke warning. Any sudden changes in bathroom control need immediate medical evaluation. These aren't just embarrassing episodes, they're neurological warning signs. Those are the 5 habits. 5 seemingly innocent routines putting lives at risk. But now you know. Now you have power to recognize them, address them, and potentially save a life. I want to hear from you. This is a community of people who care deeply about aging well and protecting loved ones. Seniors watching, have you experienced any of these habits? Family members, what bathroom safety conversations have you had? Share your experiences below, your story could help others. Whether you're a senior taking charge of your health or a family member protecting someone you love, subscribe to Elderly Health Central. We provide practical, life-saving information for both seniors and their families. Thank you for caring enough to watch this entire video. Thank you for prioritizing health and safety. Stay informed, stay connected, and remember, the best care comes from knowledge and love working together. The 5 bathroom habits we've discussed are preventable. The stroke risks are manageable. You now have power to make a difference. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Every day is a new opportunity to choose health, safety, and aging filled with dignity, independence, and joy. I'll see you in the next video.